right, here's what it is. It's the Vevor XS003.
Oh my God.
Man, you guys knocked it out.
Dave Winkles.
What's going on, Bob? How you doing?
Dude, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
Oh,
Welcome.
It's been a long winter.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yep.
So I went up to hang out with Dave a few weeks ago. Just asked him, hey, do you got anything dirty for me? I'm tired of washing clean things. Look at this thing, bro.
Yeah, it's been like 4 months.
4 months?
4
Oh,
months.
and what was this again? Is it like
This is,
lanolin oil?
yeah, it's like a
Film, or-
lanolin oil, fluid film. Since 2019, we've just been spraying them every year.
Yeah, it keeps them fresh all winter
And,
long.
Wash them off in the spring and they look like new, you know?
That's nice.
It's working good.
So you say you use heavy duty at 50/50 to get this stuff off of here?
Yeah, the heavy duty, kind of playing around with it. Some areas thicker than others, so putting it on a little heavier, but
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm excited to play around with it and see what this
Yeah.
looks like underneath. Well, how long do I have this thing for?
whatever you need.
All right.
Pick it up Monday.
Pick it up Monday. I'll work on it on the weekend and
Okay.
get busy, and I'll have it ready for you. I'll hit it inside and out. Thank you, man.
All right, appreciate it.
That from you. We got Matt from Gear Jammer magazine here
guys?
today. This is so cool. He just gave me their latest issue. This is the truck we just hit up with Alex. So this is exciting. I'm gonna check this thing out. Matt's gonna be building a YouTube channel for Gear Jammer magazine. So
Make sure you
follow
check us
them.
out.
Yeah. What is it gonna be? Just Gear Jammer magazine right on YouTube? Just like.
I think we got to keep that a surprise for everyone. I'm still working on it.
So by the time I edit this, we'll have the answer down in the description. I'll link their channel. Dave puts oil on his frame every winter to keep the salt from doing anything negative. So for some of you out there who may be out in the state of California or somewhere where things don't deteriorate, like in the wintertime, we lose our metals. They deteriorate and they turn into rust. Salt may be neutral and it may dissolve with water, but not really, because it'll still rust your frame out on your vehicle. Dave gets ahead of that by putting this really thick, oily stuff on there, and that protects the paint, protects the aluminum, keeps this thing lasting longer. You said you saw this at your show last year and it looked pretty good, right?
Spotless. Yeah, one of the coolest roll-offs there.
Yeah,
Absolutely spotless.
it's gonna clean up to this really beautiful orange everywhere. This is how Dave keeps it nice, by letting it look this bad for half the year. Hey Kona, you gotta come over here and check this thing out and let us know what you think.
We've got our work cut out for us on this one. Look at all this grime. Wow. Degreaser all day long. Undiluted. And it's going to need a lot of physical contact. We'll get it.
Let's see what we got in the cab. Normally I start in here because it makes a mess. And this probably will make a mess. There's a bunch of junk in here. We gotta see what's under the hood, man.
Oh my God.
How's this look?
It definitely needs the Chem-X touch.
Yeah, yeah, we got some junk on there, man. So what do you think, Matt? Do we start on the inside or do we start on the outside?
As much as I'd say we should start on the inside, I'm so interested to see what the outside's gonna look like.
Yeah, I am too. I'm itching to do, and I'm sure that if we get all this oil out of the way, there's still gonna be work that needs to be done. So I think we'll do a first pass just to get all this junk off the surface, and then we'll come back and hit the cab in the morning and then do some touch-up stuff tomorrow. Let's start on the fun stuff on the outside and see what's left. I bought this thing, check this out. It has a fit and finish physically that does not reflect its operational quality. It's pretty rough. We're gonna run heavy duty straight through this and use this as the applicator. So it'll be like a pump sprayer that was way too much money. But what I'm curious to see is, I also bought a Vevor handheld power washer from TikTok. So let's fire that up too at the same time and see which one we like better. Tough tools, half the price. I don't have my knife, so you just gotta open it. Wow. So we're already ahead of Ryobi because we have this literally almost carbon fiber looking box to keep it in. What do you call this, a case?
It's a nice case.
Okay, I gotta remember, what did I pay for this thing? That's the question. Man, you know what's sad is like, I have no way of even looking up like what I paid for this on TikTok Shop.
2 hours later.
Well, I can tell you off the top of my head, it was probably $70. You get your Radio Shack from the 1990s, charger RC car charger. I hate these. In the world of USB-C, why would they do that to us? Dude, we got an adjustable nozzle holder in here, which goes in and then pushes and twists. What do you think of this, bro?
I think it's already better than the Ryobi.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. And we know it can't hit any weaker. Let's see what it sounds like. Ah. So you got this long tube. This is the worst material I've ever felt in my life on a tubing level, for sure. Can you see it?
Yeah, that looks like the dollar store special.
This is like sub dollar store. This is below dollar store. All right, here's what it is. It's the Vevor XS003, and it's got a little bit of orange on there, so it's very appropriate that we use it to wash this orange truck. I can't believe how much stuff we got for $70 though. This is cheaper than an MTM Hydro PF22 foam cannon. That's crazy to even think about. Foam cannon or a portable power washer that powers itself and comes with a bucket that you can draw from. All right, let's try this out. I'm really curious about this one. This looks like a foam cannon. Look at that, it's got adjustable fan patterns and everything.
For 70 bucks, this is honestly pretty good.
I'm surprised.
Malfunction.
I must be missing something. Let's try it without the nozzle on there and see if that helps. People in the comments will say you have to use the lance. Title of the video should be like, watch a lifelong power washing guy struggle to function. All right, so let's try this out. Make sure we can make this thing fly, you know? Oh wait, there's a gear adjustment button. On the back here it has 1, 2, and 3. Maybe we should read the manual. Oh, it started. So this is literally a foam cannon attachment. Like you can actually look inside the end here and you can see the steel agitator pad for soap. So let's put a little soap in this thing. It's unfortunately small. 100% success. Look, it's even a quick attachment bottle. Dude, that works nicer than the PF22's new wide mouth adapter. So we got a knob on the side here. It says min and max and doesn't turn. I can barely get this thing to move. We're gonna go with maximum foam. Dude, it even does a horizontal pattern. Dude, let's try this real quick. Oh my God. It's not horrible foam, but man, you see that?
$70 too, you can't beat that.
It was probably $40, man. I just can't remember. Like, how the heck did they afford to give us this for that price? Let's try it out now with this and, oh, here we go. Let's try this nozzle out. I'm just really curious to see what happens with this thing. That's actually really cool.
It actually works really good.
Oh wait, that soap's all gone already, but that was amazing. Look at all the junk melting off of this thing already. Okay, let's get rid of this design and let's use this long tube to draw straight out of the jug of the heavy duty. I'm mind blown right now. This is actually like, this is actually not bad. This is my normal heavy duty application method here. Got the air compressor on it. This has been a good tool for me for a long time, but this cost $255, and that little Vevor over there they practically paid me to take that thing, and it's honestly it works really well as a heavy duty applicator. Let's just see how it goes with the jug of the material to pull from, and we'll experience it. Man, this is some of the goods right here. We're gonna draw straight out of this jug, man. That's coming all the way out there, man. Let's try the adjustable nozzle holder. It's like, this thing ain't rinsing, man. It's just kind of soaping still. I think we made the innards like completely soapy. Let's see how we're doing on charge here. 2 bars still, straight from China. Honestly, I'm very surprised.
How many stars do you give it?
When you consider like what it cost and what we're doing right now with it, that's like 5 stars. It's really dumb like filling up a little bucket in between passes. And you know, waiting on batteries to charge. Like we can't do the whole truck like this. But it is surprising that we're getting some work done. Something about my procedure here has tainted our Vevor and it's not fully rinsing. It's leaving a lot of soap behind. So let's just try and see if we can rinse this area good with this one. Dude, look at my stance. Why am I holding it like this? Like I just feel, I don't know why I feel like small doing this. Using this one makes me feel like a total idiot because of how much it cost. You know, $200 for the tool only plus $500 for a 2-pack of these batteries with a charger. That's $700, bro. It barely functions, bro. Like, why did it stop? Tube is still in the water over here. It sounds like it's full of marbles. So on a reviews level for this one here, I mean, fit and finish on this thing is 5 stars as far as like the body of the thing and the size and style of the batteries. They're real batteries, you know. The tubing is great, you know. I mean, it's a cool looking piece, but man, how worthless, you know. It has no value. It sounds like it's full of marbles when you're trying to run it. The couplings are actually cheaper on this thing than they are on the VBOR.
So it sounds like the Ryobi one is just, needs to go in the trash.
Yeah, I bought the other one over there. See that one over there on the counter over there? But this thing, tool only, is $500. And then it takes 2 of those 40 amp batteries or 40 volt batteries. It'll only run for 20 minutes when it's on 2 of these batteries fully charged. So you need 2 sets of 2 batteries. So your investment to get into this, it's $500 per set of 2 40 volts with the charger. So that gives you 2 chargers and 4 batteries for $1,000. And then this is $500 for the tool only. Oh, you can start to see the polish popping through. So these are Durabrights. Durabright rims are very, very easy to clean in my experience. This soap is designed to go onto polished aluminum, like raw polished aluminum as well. But using it this strong and letting it sit for a long time might not have positive effects on the polished aluminum still. It just won't be a disaster like as if you used anything else. Most degreasers you don't want to put on polished aluminum. We're trying to make stuff that can be put on there. Let me reapply this real quick and get a little bit more on it. Dude, I can't believe all the junk that's just melting off of that. Look underneath. That thing just keeps on going, man. That's unfortunate. Says I got 2 bars still, bro.
2 bars, but we're not moving.
All right, we gotta give it a 4-star review then. It's a little bit more. I guess we, you know, can't expect it to be that much runtime straight out of China without charging the thing. So let's find out. We'll put this on the charger and then we'll try the Ryobi in the same fashion and see how that goes. Although I don't even really want to, like that other one doesn't foam up at all. Like that VBOR actually foamed up pretty good. So I guess the limitation here is the runtime on the battery.
Yeah, it seems like it went really quick. We got the back of the truck on and not even one side.
So let's go back to the Ryobi and try this out again. So here we go, let's try this out. I forgot that this one doesn't actually work. We have to stop wasting our time, man. This is gonna take the rest of the week. We only have till Monday and it's Saturday already. We're gonna do a little bit different soap application. We're gonna use our heavy duty through our foaming lance here, get it on there in a big hurry, let it do its thing, and then rinse it from there. So this is where our soaps get injected in this valve here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this thing. This little thing here is a ratio tip. That's what meters down the soap and keeps it from getting wasted. We're gonna waste as much as we can, but it's still gonna come out at about 10 parts water and 1 part soap, even maxed out without this ratio tip in the mix. So let's try this out. I just noticed a deadly problem. I use these comfort hoses and they're pretty nice, but they're only rated for 2,900 PSI. I was already pushing that before, and I recently overclocked my power washer to 3,500 PSI. So here's what's going on. The thing's about to blow. The thing is like, dude, this thing looks deadly. I would say that thing's a hazard. We're gonna have to switch that thing out. Man, I want to make that thing pop though, don't you?
I know, I do too.
So somehow it's filling up with water in between the actual hose and the outer sheath. We could run this inside, but all the fumes would kill us. Oh,
It's like a glove.
I think we're ready to rock and roll, bro. Find out.
Fire up.
Oh no. I guess that's a big no. Well, let me go take a look. I have 3 swivels on this line, bro. I have a swivel here that comes with this, so this hose spins freely here. I have another swivel on the inlet to that gun, and that gun also has a built-in swivel. I might have enough swivels here, so I'm just gonna eliminate this one with a coupling and get us back in business. But this ain't nothing, bro. I installed this boom by myself.
Did you really?
Everything in this room I did myself.
Yeah.
The wall boards, the paint, the plumbing,
Did the plumbing
electrical.
too?
What's that?
You did the plumbing?
I did everything in this room. This room was just a big pile of garbage. Oh, the moment of truth. You ready? Okay. We're gonna fire up the burner next. Let's try it out, man. It's time to get some work done. You can still see a lot of dirt in there, but at least we're getting the grease off. And at a certain point, all the grease will be off of this thing and down into the trench drain here and out of our way. And then we can do a little hands-on work. Until that grease is out of the way though, I don't like to bust out any brushes or anything because you just ruin everything. So we're doing a lot better with the heat though. What do you think, huh?
I think so.
Seems like it's melting stuff right off of here. Alright, so I just ran out of diesel from my hot water machine. We got a lot of the really bad grease out of there. The only problem is we still got more in here. I don't know, maybe I'll just hit this up in the morning, get a refuel on the diesel going, and then we'll hit it hard. Let's check out the truck, Kona, come on. It's a brand new day and we're gonna see what we did yesterday. I realized I had some fuel out back, so we're good to get our heat going again. This thing came out pretty good though.
The hot water did all the work. This came out seriously good though. We're going to have to clean out our floor drain now.
Yeah, I know. It did come out pretty good considering where it started, huh?
Big time.
Very rewarding to handle all that oil removal and see what's underneath. Considering we didn't touch this at all, and so now the physical contact must begin. We'll just get in here with a putty scraper, get some of the big grease, because there is some big grease in here, man. I don't want to spread that all over the place. Dave's gonna hate me when he realizes how much grease I removed from this thing. He's gonna have to put it back. I'll tell you what, I'm a real nightmare for people who are particular, but at least they know I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty adamant about that. So I just realized that I probably want to do the undercarriage first. So before I get up on top of this thing and hit the insides of the frame rails, I want to go underneath and handle that before it's all soaking wet and dripping on me. That's my logic. So we'll get that next. So I've got a pretty good shot at all this stuff from the other side over here. This stuff's gonna be tough. That in there is gonna be real difficult to get at. Oh, Kona, you're getting grease all over you. Oh, I know. Yeah, you gotta get out of there.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. You're gonna have to handle this part yourself.
Nope. It's gonna be impossible to film under here, though. Wish I could. There's gonna be some pretty satisfying removals. Hey! Dude, you gotta help me out. I'm overloaded, bro. I got too much to do. We got Chris here as the cameraman. I'm here.
Shut up, I'm filming.
So I'm just gonna hit it real hard with this Hurricane Pro. We're gonna inject the heated soap straight through this thing, hit it hard underneath, and move on. I think that we're getting
dirt on the floor.
There is a ton of dirt on the floor. There's definitely a good amount of stuff knocked loose and knocked back upward onto the things I already cleaned. Oh, look up here. That's unfortunate.
Maybe we should have done that first.
I always do this in the worst order possible. Give them a shot, man. They just banned those on Amazon.
Why?
Because of this. Damn, bro. It's a lot, isn't it? Now we can get this thing clean. This is what we need to do. We need to use this to apply the hot foam now, and we're gonna use this to rinse it. Just for fun, man. So this idea is thanks to Chris here behind the camera. First thing he did, noticing our parts manuals and what was available out there, he said, look at this crazy thing, you gotta get one. I said, all right. So this plugs in our guns right here, and you can slide this back and forth to adjust it on the fly. So what I'm thinking is, for up top here, we're gonna hit a little harder and use turbo nozzle agitation on this thing. I think I have everything as good as I can get on a degreasing level. Now I'm curious to use heavy duty at 100:1 with our normal ratio tip that I took out of this injector earlier. This is my ratio tip here. We'll be using this again. When you pull these ratio tips out, the injector itself, just wide open, runs at about 10:1. So I got some work done. Now we'll go back to 100:1 and use some hot foam. We're using 185° heavy duty at 100:1 now to wash this thing touchless, single step. Let's just see if it's any good. You gotta let me know what you think, Kona. I don't know. How did we do?
Well, let me show you.
How did we do?
Same old thing.
I keep doing this.
You gotta stop putting the heavy duty on straight and letting it dry, Bob.
Yeah, I know. I'll learn. I will figure it out eventually.
You do this every time.
Looks good in general though, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's good.
Not bad for not touching it.
Totally solid.
We got all the grease off of it, except for underneath. You know, the problem is there's so many areas to hit. It's just too much to be able to do it all in just a short period of time. But the outside looks good. We got all the grease off of all the frame and the outside and the visible areas anyways. Engine's looking pretty fresh. It's amazing what cleaning something up can do. This is a really nice truck. So what's missing right now is all of our shiny areas, like up here. You know, the heavy duty, I was just curious to see, like, can heavy duty do the work without contact if we heat it and we rinse really well? And the answer is kinda. You know, it's the right tool for the frame and getting all of that nice. But if you're looking to really clean the surfaces like well, then my two-step stuff still hits the best, I think, for getting the work done. So the question I have right now is, do I wash it again with Stars and Stripes, or do I just wipe it down? I think I might use the Awesome Sauce and just physically clean up the windows, clean up the chrome, clean up the bumper. I want to try my new aluminum polish on the wheels and on the tanks. I only have this till 5 o'clock today, so we got to get this thing done. Let's get on it. All right, so one of these, grab one of these. All right. Let's lube this thing up a little bit and we'll get it. There's just a lot of film left over, and this is the problem with doing single step touchless. Like even 2 steps touchless doesn't get as far as I want. So single step is really, even with heat, I don't know. It depends on what you're up against, you know. Every wash is gonna be a little different. Every wash is gonna be a little bit of an experiment because you have different types of grime going on. You have different amounts of time that dirt has had to bake into the vehicle. All that stuff determines how successful you're going to be. And sometimes, you know, soaps that are safe on polished aluminum and paint and glass are not going to be able to hit hard enough to get everything all the way. In moments like that, you know, your best bet, bust out a little touch up in the after wash. We'll get this up here with the Awesome Sauce. I need to bring my scissor lift over here, man. Let's just see here. This is what I'm looking to do though. Yeah, it's a little bit more like what I want.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
You better not leave that top half.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. All right, let's get up top on the roof here. I've got a couple things to play with. I want to clean up the stacks real nice, tune up the window area here. So I'm gonna use the Awesome Sauce on the window and the mirror and any of the chrome, and also on the paint here just to get everything nice. And then I want to play with our metal polish on this stack over here, so let's fire that up real quick. The Sprayable has a lot of solvent in there, so you have to shake it frequently to keep it blended in together. This sprayer ain't gonna work, man. This trigger sprayer ain't gonna work for the final product, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get it this way. We need better sprayer options. Now this is a finish cut polish, so I really don't have a lot of faith on it taking off this staining right here. I think it would do better sort of like cleaning up stuff that's not this bad. I mean, you know, with enough elbow grease, you can start to work your way through stuff, but it's a lot of work. So let me try something else on this real quick. This stuff was given to me by William Wrights, Detailing and Polishing. Great people. This is a heavy cut. Heavy cut's gonna do a little better for us. More appropriate for this kind of situation, I'm sure. This one's not sprayable, it's more traditional, so you throw this on here. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. I like the smell of this stuff. Very solventy, very mineral spirit-y. Yeah, see how the heavy cut's really doing it? There's one other trick we can use here. 4440 steel wool. Let's try this out. Let's see what we get now. Like butter. So 000 steel wool is a little more, obviously a little more abrasive, but I don't think it's so abrasive that it would scratch up the chrome here. So this should help us quite a bit. I'll try this steel wool trick along with my sprayable fine cut too, just to find out. But this is definitely what was needed to get this stuff out of here. gonna get some help in the building. We're gonna have Tyler and Chris around, and Kona's coming in too. Yo, we need your help, bro. What you need? We need to polish the whole thing.
For real?
Yeah, all the wheels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on the inside, and then if you can help me with the wheels, you know, I can work on the sides of the tank right here, and like, I'm finishing up the bumper on the front end, getting the paint right, but I do want to hit the inside. Good. It's looking a lot better than it did before, man, that's for sure. It'll be great to have a little bit of assistance out here, because this stuff cannot be left alone. I just need to buff down the bumper, get a few final touch-ups done, and then once everything's done and polished, we'll break out the snake oil a little bit. All right, I got my rag here folded up into 8-sided, you know, fold it in half, then fold it in half again. That gives you 8 sides. Because as you're working with compound, you want to kind of remove it a little bit at a time. So you need like a clean side to the thing to get all the oils out of there. All right, it's 3:51 right now. We've had this thing till 5 o'clock, and I'm not sure about the inside of this thing, man. I'd be ashamed to hand it back to him dirty. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're gonna get a little bit of dirt on our work out here. We're gonna try and salvage this way. Here we go. So one reason why I like to do the cab first in general is because I want to flush out all that junk, and all of it ends up down here. I'm not too worried about it, even though we've made it all nice already. We're gonna still hit this thing with snake oil, so that's gonna give us a chance to rinse all that dust off. So I don't think it'll have too much chance to make any drama for us. Let's use the new Rag Company air blaster here to get the thing flushed out real quick. Time to change over to the brush end. Damn, that's like too good. Oh. Oh, home stretch, 409. Can't give this thing back to him all dusty like this though, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't do it. I don't want to put this on the panels here too much because it leaves a lot of residue, and you know how that goes. I hate that. Don't get the floor wet with that though, whatever you do.
Okay.
That was the perfect representation of exactly how this detail has gone so far. All right, it's time for snake oil, bro. So this thing, we tightened up our nozzle sizing on our ST164s recently, and the foam is way better. So this is pretty cool because snake oil is our worst foam by a mile, and this is mildly acceptable compared to how it was anyway. So I like that we figured out something for this. So on larger machines, you get pretty good foam. You're gonna want at least 3 gallons per minute using, like, you know, washing big things anyway. So if you get up into that range, you get pretty thick foam with our real deal injectors at this point. Dude, what do you think about it?
Wow! Man, that thing is It's just the way when it left the dealer.
Dude, I spent 2 days degreasing that
Oh, look at the frame.
Yeah. Dude, it was a lot. How long does it normally take you to get all that stuff off of there? It's got to be a chore and a
It's
half.
4 or 5 hours easy. But
For
we
this,
also
that's pretty good. I spent 2
but
days.
we also use like a scrub brush and then we just throw them out because it kills them. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
She's got to check out the inside.
Oh wow! Oh, you guys hooked me up. Damn!
Well, I told Chris, I was like, hook up our buddy Dave, and he's
Oh,
like,
look at the inside. Oh, he's gonna like this.
Chris is heavy-handed with the gifts. and that's
I
a good thing.
appreciate it. Man, you guys knocked it out.